press the button and finish. I've done that thing this morning where I think I can time warp.
Oh, I know. You're good at that.
Turns out I can't. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Natasha Makes. I just thought I could quickly make something before the show with 10 minutes to go to air.
Nah.
Do you know what? I'm not far off, actually.
You're not,
To be fair, I've not done badly.
Well done, you.
At all. I know, well done me. However, close, but no cigar, coconut or banana.
Oh.
Why are those things that people might want?
Don't really know.
I don't know.
I do quite like a banana.
Yeah, I have been
Green
known
one,
to
though.
have the odd cigar.
I
But
know,
that's not really the point, is it?
No.
I don't, generally with a whiskey, but that's it.
Dirty,
yeah, I know.
Dirty.
Not anymore.
No.
Those days are gone. Anyway, good morning, everybody. How are you? Now that we've discussed all of our vices, it is Textile Tuesday. It certainly is. Gemma has warned me before the show that her microphone is coming up quite quiet. So she said if she uses her Brian Blessed of Craft voice, so that I'm not to match her in loudness.
Yeah, don't just think you've got to get louder and louder because you'll flipping deafen everyone.
I think I deafen everyone anyway.
It's all right. They don't mind.
It has been brought to my attention that my children are quite loud.
No, really? Why would that be?
Yeah, they are. In fact, when Freddie was first at school, they wanted to check his hearing. He was so loud. I'm like, you have met his mother.
There is a way, isn't there, of communicating that to people. I had a lovely client who was very, very polite, and she was crossing over with another client when I was a nail tech, who had a very loud voice.
Amazing.
And she sat there and you could just see the eye twitching and wincing, and then the loud lady left, and the other lady looked at me and she went, ooh. There you go, Tash. She looked at me and she went, ooh, that lady hasn't got a voice for indoors, has she? And I thought, what a lovely way of saying
she's blinking loud.
Mouth. Which is what she meant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Mouthy one. Morning Liz, morning Anna, morning Jimmy. Now see, Jimmy's on as Jimmy today, not James, because that always throws me.
Okay.
Morning Jane. Morning from a sunny Somerset. Do you know what? When I drove through Somerset this morning, the sunrise was spectacular.
Oh,
I enjoyed it across the levels. Morning Margaret. In and out today, that's all right. Just join us as and when you can. Morning Grace, morning Fiona. Good evening everybody. Oh yeah, finally working my way back home after so long away. I don't know how you do it. I panic when I have like a few days away because I come back and I don't know how every single item have been worn.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. I understand how that is the case. It's a talent. Morning, Emma. She says, I love that colour. Wow, I love that colour. Yes. So.
And this is a bit special, is it not?
It is a little bit. So this is by an amazing artist called Sue Penn. I want to say that she's Australian.
Okay. I mean, it's a bold statement, Tash. Do you want me to check?
Yeah.
Should we do that actual internet thing?
Yeah. Morning, Liz. Liz might know. She's from Australia. Morning, Claire. Have I just done that thing where I assume that because you're in Australia, you know all Australians?
Oh, brilliant.
It's like I clearly know the Queen. Oh, no, I don't know the Queen anymore. She's dead. But you know what I mean. You know, it's that thing, isn't it? Oh, you're British, so you must know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, often we do. That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
Morning, Claire. Morning, ladies. Tucked up in bed. No kids, no husband. This is a recharge before everyone gets home.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. Morning, Rona.
Iowa,
I
believe.
Oh, completely wrong then. Who am I thinking of?
I think so. That's what it seems to be.
Who am I thinking of then? That
Yeah.
Kate hangs out with in Australia. Oh, I thought it was... No.
Anyway, she's fabulous.
She is fabulous, and this is hers. We're going to talk about this in just a minute.
Milliseconds.
Morning, Julia. Morning, Claire. Morning, Anne. Morning, Maud. Good morning. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Pam. Good morning, Anne and Pam. Good morning. Actually, talking of Pam's, my ex-mother-in-law FaceTimed me twice yesterday while I was in the middle of working and I couldn't pick up the call. And I thought, because she'd done it twice, either she'd made a mistake or it must be an emergency. So I did, you know, it's going to be one or the other. So I did ring her back expecting one or the other. No. Emily had left a hairband at her house.
Yeah.
It was an Emily-based emergency. And it could have been, you know, we've all got those things, haven't we, that our little ones are.
Yeah.
So I was very grateful.
Over.
Yeah. So I now know.
Thanks, Pam.
Thanks, Pam. Robin says, good evening. we have had a superb day here for Anzac Day. What's Anzac Day? What's Anzac Day? Quick, Google it. Up early for a dawn service and beautiful sunrise. Now I can see my slither of a moon cut out of my lounge window. Well, that sounds absolutely beautiful. I don't know what's that.
I don't know what it stands for. So basically, I know it's a public holiday.
Right.
But bear with. Oh, officially named Anzac Day in 1916.
Okay, what is it?
It stands for Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. The soldiers in those forces became known as Anzacs. So it's a commemoration of the anniversary of the landing of the Australian and New Zealand troops in Turkey on the 25th of April in 1915.
There we go. There we go. Thank you. Every day's a school day. I need to know these things. Morning, Ginny. Morning, Kate. And Ginny says, very good morning to Natasha Makes Team and all the Nat family worldwide. I like that. Morning, Vicky. I feel like we haven't seen you for ages. How are you, my darling? Oh, and also happy birthday to Alex. Yes. Where's my cake? Oh,
Last
no.
Week,
Did you see the number of cakes that child had? Almost as many as the
He's had a birthday that's gone on for like 2 weeks as well. It's incredible.
I am in awe.
He's been on holiday and all sorts.
Morning, Grace. The sun is out. Morning, Eds. How are you feeling, my love?
Ah, is my mummy here?
Yes, Eds is here because she had a little back operation last week. So we're all
quite a big back
quite
operation.
Quite the thing. So yes, taking it easy, Eds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take
Yes.
it easy
Morning, Helen. Where's Steve today? Is he boating?
yes.
Is he sewing? What's he up to? And welcome. We've got Mary. That's a great name, isn't it? Mary Wade.
Great name.
There are some names, aren't there, that you just think, yeah. And Elizabeth says that's it. She's officially not talking to me. The blocks are finished. Oh! Auntie Lizzie Crankle, well done.
Very
Done. Very exciting. Morning to you. Auntie Lizzie's been doing our blocks of the month for Lisa's quilt, which has just been phenomenal.
What on earth are we going to find to keep Auntie Lizzie busy now?
Oh, we'll have to find
a busy
things.
Lizzie.
A busy Lizzies are very important. I'm just going to finish this off very, very quickly whilst we tell you what we're making today. So, oh no, I've got to do something.
Oh, you know, were you just rushing and then now you've made a boo-boo? Now, this is the thing, people. Don't ever think you can make a project in 10 minutes and then, be on a show.
It's all right. There's always a way to rectify.
You could do your actual demo, and then...
Okay, so if, like me, you forgot to smooth out the curvy edges, this is what you do. You draw it on afterwards and then just sew to that line.
Is this
it's
where
all
you
good.
do the middle of the demo and then you'll start the start of the demo?
No, do you know what it was? I wanted to do this and then run out of time.
Okay.
So it's all good. Oh no.
Well, you drove up this morning and then you rang me and said, do you want a lift? Because you were going past my house.
Well, almost,
and my husband came out and topped up your washers.
It did. It was like having a proper pit stop. I'm going to put this to one side and finish this off later.
Mabel went and terrorised my dachshunds and had a play in the garden.
She did?
Yeah.
I don't think she just had a play as well. Something else beginning with a P.
Yeah, she probably did. Made use of the facilities, shall we say.
Right, so this morning, what are we making? Because we've talked about lots of other things and not what we're actually making. This is what we're actually making today. Now, I have... Oh, okay, helps if it actually changes. Try again.
Would you like me to drive?
There we go. Okay. Here we are. So this is what we're making. I didn't have my metal snaps. Where are my metal snaps? So I had to use my plastic ones, which is absolutely fine. This is beautiful Lisa Chandler fabric. I wanted non-directional because it's just easier. So that's what I got. And do you know what, actually, Gemma? All my little rulers fit really nicely in here. Nice. So I've put them in. But you can put all sorts of stuff. I have a very similar pouch that I made out of sewable something or another, which I keep all my EPP stuff in. Beautiful. But I never actually made the pattern for it.
Yeah.
So I was like, hang on a minute. And this is a really, really, really quick and easy way to do this. So I've got my little rulers in there. That's all very handy. Know where they are now. If you wanted to, you could put little rivets in there. You could put a handle on. You can have it as an evening clutch. And so that's where what interfacing you use is up to you. I have put in the kits. I'm going to show you the kits because I've got 3 different colourways. Well, here they are, in fact. Here we go.
Gosh, I like the idea of this. This here.
Yeah.
To put your passport and all your travel stuff in.
Do you know what? Really handy for that.
Really handy, isn't it?
Yeah, and that is what I use one of my other ones for because I have got multiples. So you have got And we're coming up on these were the last bolts, and I looked at them and I went, I've got to do something special with these. So they're Lisa Chandler fabrics. They are absolutely stunning. I adore. They are the cherry blossom. I want to say the cherry blossom. Does she actually call them cherry blossom?
They're called blossom.
Blossom.
But they are.
The cherry
They are,
blossom.
aren't they?
We've got it in the blue. We've got it in the red. We've got it in the green. But each one is coming with. Look, see, I did this. I cut them all and I folded them all in, so they're really easy to pack. Done it all, Gem.
Beautiful.
Get ½ metre of Lisa Chandler and then ½ metre of your lining, which is also Lisa Chandler. Look at that, the small flowers and the silver. This has got a silver metallic edge on it. And so I went with the silver metallic finish.
Gorgeous.
On that. And that's what I was just sewing very, very quickly. And yeah. So you're going to get all of the interfacing that you need. And this is so that it comes up sturdy enough to keep your things in. If you want to use the firm interfacing and you want to use H640 so it's plush and wodgy as well, do that. It's all good.
Beautiful.
It's up to you.
Tash,
Yes.
we have on YouTube a comment from Leslie, and she says, "Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Please tell me the quilt on the back wall is going to be the new block of the month." Leslie, it can be yours right now. It's not a
Well,
quilt.
hang on. Let's finish this.
Yeah.
Let me finish this and then we'll talk about that.
Exactly.
But we'll get there in a second.
Just bear with.
Yeah, no,
That is
yeah,
coming up.
yeah.
That is
Just
coming
let
up.
me one thing at a time.
Well,
Do you know what?
fine.
I am renowned for jumping around all over the place, and I'm trying really hard to hold it all together and just do one thing. But yes, we will get there in
Sure.
just a minute. So these are the kits for today's make, which is this, and then we'll talk about what's on the wall in a
Sure.
minute. So you can either get the blue, the red, or the green. The green and the red come with a ½ metre of your Lisa Chandler small floral in the golden cream. So you've got all that beautiful metallic, which just gives it a nice little edge when you open it up. I'm going to demo in the green. I've part made the blue. We're all good. We're all good. So you'll be able to see each of the colourways if I get a little wriggle on today. So they are your 3 different colourways. So I also wanted to show you how much I just chopped off the end. That's how much I just cut off the end of the one that I was just making. So you've got enough for, that's not quite a fat quarter, but you could make other things with that. So there's quite a lot left over on this, but
And it's a beauty.
it would have been, I couldn't cut it any other way. So yeah, you've got stuff for multiple projects here, which we always like. You could do tomorrow's make out of this and have a matching-y thing. Tomorrow we make that pin cushion, by the way.
Beautiful.
Right, so they are the 3 different colourway kits for today. We'll come to what else we've got in just a minute. But Gemma is right. We do have this on the back.
And it, you know,
So we started talking about it.
No one left. You need to know it's coming up. It's here.
Is it live now?
I've pressed the button.
Okay.
And there is very limited stock.
How many have we actually got?
8.
We have got 8 of these. This is a Sue pen panel. I can't say that fast. Sue pen panel. No, I can't. Just to reiterate the fact, I can't say it fast. This is a Sue pen panel. These, whenever we have anything Sue pen, it flies.
Yeah.
Absolutely flies.
Yeah, it does.
I'm going to put my hand up and say I did not realise how huge this was.
So you thought this would be a show?
Yeah, because I also got the other panel that she's got, which is this. Now you see, Gemma, I'm going to be completely honest and tell you what I would buy. Because this is, now how big is this one? This is,
That's a 60 centimetre.
so this is 60, yeah, none of it's just coming in as a straight ½ metre, is it? So this is your 60 centimetre panel.
23.5 inches if you're
So you want to do that, if you want to have that, then you can, but we are honouring the pattern repeat on these. That's why they are the slightly strange sizes. And this is, gosh, this is over 60 inches, isn't it?
Yes, so
It came in at
67 inches, which is about 1.7 metres.
So it's huge, but for me, that is a quilt in
Yeah,
itself.
Jane said the same.
There are other things where people have sliced it and then put rainbow colours through it, but it's so beautiful as is. I'm not sure that I would want to. I would want that either as a wall hanging or as a quilt in its entirety. Jane wants one so that she can embellish and do
Add
stitching
beads
into
and-
it. Yeah, and really have it as something utterly, utterly stunning. So we've got the
Quietly weeping in the other room.
I know, only 8. So what if it were me? I would be buying that, and then I'd be buying the smaller panel to do cushions, same but different,
Yeah.
because that would be amazing. But then what would I back my cushions in? And then it came to me. We were sent,
Oh.
and I was going to send it back because I was like, we've done the show with that. We don't need that anymore.
This sold out in milliseconds last time.
But actually, when you put it anywhere near this and you suddenly realise that it has all the colours in Sue Penn's panel, I don't know if you can see that, hang on.
This is Euphoria.
So we've had this
By the
on the
Create
show
Joy
once
project.
before.
Yeah. So you might have bought this. This was Territory Unknown background
When we did,
watercolour.
yeah, it's got a catchy little name. You'll be forgiven if you've never remembered it. That is, yeah, so that's it. And can you just see how it pulls all those colours? I mean, look, those purples there and the blues, it's
a whole
all
lot.
in there. So if you wanted to sash, bind, back, whatever, you would have that possibility. And if
Or
I
I do some cushions that are in that, and some cushions that are in the print.
yeah.
And then that you'd have a mixture of
See,
cushions.
I was
yeah.
gonna go back your cushions in this,
No, but you
but actually you'd have, yeah, that would.
had
ooh.
some that were the half,
Yes.
some were the other half.
Yes.
You'd get all the different
Yes.
colours through, wouldn't
Yes. So these are all for sale individually.
Stunning. But we really do only have what we have.
Yeah, I
And we
can't
won't
get
be
any
getting-
more.
We
I can't get
put an
any
order
more.
in for this ages ago, and we weren't told what the pattern repeat was.
No, so
We were
I
like,
bought
"Great,
them
we'll
to
have a
be.
show."
No, it wasn't. I didn't buy them to be a show. I bought them to be half meet Evans.
Oh, okay.
It was never going to be a full
I
show.
was eyeing it up, going, "Oh, that'll be a fantastic show because it's wowie."
Well, it
but-
would have been.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how Jane did this with.
She's really good at dressing the set. She's probably lifted the shelf.
So,
That's nice there, Tash. Well done, you.
thanks.
Great.
Do you know what's going to look really lovely is when I fold this over and then put that on top of it.
Oh no.
Yeah. I know. Jane has a knack.
There's a knack.
I don't have
Maybe
it.
put it. Maybe move the
Oh, no,
what's
no.
it called? The hippo, and put it there, up there. Once you've told everyone what those bolts are.
Yeah, but then you can't see it.
Well, okay. Oh, you're gonna put it there. Oh, well, that's all right. Yeah, no, that works.
Right.
Ah, okay.
That-
But you can't cover the print. But no, that's right.
And then you get to
done,
see.
you.
Thanks. Thanks.
Great.
Now, yeah, Jem has just said, can I tell you what these are? I can, because these are Threads That Bind. It's a Moda collection. There's not a show in it.
Nope.
Because we've sold most of it. There are tiny bits left. We had the full collection, which was bolts and bolts and bolts and bolts and bolts of it. This is all we have left of it. These and a few of the larger prints that I've put somewhere really, oh, down here. That's it. When they're gone, they're gone. They are going to be bolt ended today. So keep an eye on the website, for they will be bolt ended.
Oh, Chris Cresswell's looking forward to that. She says, "I love Threads That Bind."
Yeah, well, do,
Classic.
because this is the last that you will get of it. There you go. I'll make my
Sad
Wallace and
times.
Gromit face for you, just to be on the safe side.
So if you need a skiddly bit, you need to grab it.
Yeah, you do need to grab it now. Now,
Sorry.
I got hold of a little bit of cork, Gemma. Do you remember these? The little wristlet kits that we had?
Amazing. These have been a firm favourite.
They have, for a very, very long time. And you can dress them up with tassels and all sorts of things should you wish. But, you know what I forgot to tell Izzy to add in to the photographs? It's the zip.
Yeah, I know.
You will get a zip in with these, but I forgot to
That's all right.
photograph it.
Jane, put them in the kits for me now.
Yeah.
They're not in the images.
No. So let me show you the wristlet kits that you will get. So it's to make these. And it's a really simple, quick, easy make. The pattern is by Sally Tomato, very clever lady. And here are the kits. So cork has gone through the roof in price, so I have subsidised these a little bit. Each one has its little fob end, and look, it goes so beautifully with the Lisa Chandler. These are going to be gorgeous. This is your lining, should you wish, or maybe get yourself a plain and then use that somewhere, swish somewhere else. But look at that. Isn't that going to be gorgeous? Yeah. Yeah. I love these. I absolutely love these. In fact,
such a fun make, isn't it?
I did it with a black PU
handle. Nice.
but actually I do really like it with the cork. The cork just does something gorgeous and natural. I've made so many of these. I give them as gifts. It's just fabulous. So yeah. These are the kits, and you've got your zip in there. You'll have your instructions, and you will have loads of the Lisa Chandler left over, by the way, just so as you know. You won't have much of the zip. You won't have any of the zip left over. That's all going in. Cork, that's the one. The cork is like the precious commodity bit.
It is.
Yeah. So there we go.
We've really cut our margins off on this one because...
Yeah, I just want you to have it. And I just think, look, the Lisa Chandler with that cork, because it's all botanical and natural and beautiful. And we are getting into wedding season again. This is when we whip this pattern out, isn't it? When we get to wedding season and we go, oh my goodness, that would just upscale an outfit so beautifully. And it's big enough to put your phone, your wallet, your keys, and you're done. Lippy. Beautiful tissue in case you're a crier at a wedding. Gem, I bet you're a crier at a wedding. Not a dry eye, is there?
No, quite.
This is the last I have of this fabric. I've only got 4 of these kits. Okay, huh?
They've been going already.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You need to be fast, peeps.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I only have. I had 4. I came to Air with 4, and that was it because I found 2.5 meters left on the shelf with no home. Oh, lovely! Look at this one. And again, you've got the fob, you've got the hardware in there, loads of fabric left over, and there we go. I love this one with the cork. I just think it's stunning. Now, maybe you want to do a little Lisa make. Let me give you the other options of kits. We've got lots of different kits for you to make today. Do you remember this one with the fan? With the fan clasp.
Love it.
Yeah. And it's just fabulous. So you can open it up like that, delve in there, and then when you're done, it goes together, and then your little fan comes down there and clips in. We've demoed this lots. And there it is. It is your charm purse, and it's getting hold of the charm. The charm is the thing that makes it. So you can either have it in the teal floral or the classic. Absolutely love it in the classic. And then you've got a darker charm there. So they are your 2 kits. And again, you can have a look on the website, and there's a full demo, but it's a very easy, lovely make. But when they are gone, they are gone.
There is a kit with instructions, and then there is just the fabric and hardware bundle as well. So you've got the option if you've already got the instructions.
Yeah, and you can top up. There. Right. Shall we make something?
Yeah.
Let's do this thing, shall we? Okay. So, first thing you're going to do when you get your interfacing. Is everyone all right, by the way?
I'll have a look.
Now, I have already trimmed mine down, but I will just double check. In your instructions, these are they. Obviously, as ever with our instructions, step by step. Look, I've even denoted stuff on there, Gem.
You see?
I have.
Love a bit of denoting.
I did go to town with it all. Well done, everybody, on getting your creative grids yesterday at incredible prices.
That was a big old day.
That was a busy day. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that is just after that. So well done there. Excellent. Now, once you've got, so this will be your strip end to end that's in your kit. You'll just have to take a 1/2 inch off it, just even it up, 1/2 inch off it, and you are good to go. And then we're going to subcut. Don't know why that's, just going to take that down.
No, Jane was a busy girl yesterday with all her demos.
And how beautiful, but it just goes to show how versatile those rulers are, aren't they? They're such great value for money. Really great value for money. We've only got a handful left of the one that Jane demoed, so if you do want it, please get in quick. And we have honoured that price. We've also honoured the...
all the other Creative Grids have adjusted price now. So
oh, they back up to where they were?
But that one, I will make sure.
Okay. So the other thing then to say is that what we have kept price-wise, I'm subcutting these, by the way, as I go. So that is going to be A, and then B and C, and D. And you just want to keep, if you want to write on them, then do. And then the last little one. So you've got all the same width, but different sizes, and you've got that left over to go into your stash. Okay. So that was your biggest one, then that one, then that one, then that one. And this is the clever thing. So we're going to put this onto our fabric. We're going to draw a line on the back of our fabric to then line up. So if I show you this on my cutting mat, then you can do it on yours. So then the next biggest one goes there. Then the next biggest one goes there. And then the smallest one that we cut just goes under there. How clever is that? And then they fold over.
Marvellous.
It's really, really clever. Very, very quick, very, very easy, great for gifting, and perfect for your half-metre heavens. I would pick a non-directional one. Your K facets will be stunning. Absolutely stunning in this, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Just gorgeous. So, yeah. So let's have a look at what we do. We are going to open up our beautiful blossom fabric here. We are going to get a ruler that I've just put to one side, and we're going to draw a line 5 inches up from the bottom. And draw that line. Okay, you might need to make it a little bit longer in a minute, but for now we're all good. We're going to start with this piece. Shiny side is the adhesive side, so you want to put that down, and you're going to put that down on the line, leaving enough for a seam allowance there. Then you will get your big piece. Now this is the bit that I forgot to do. Fold it in half, get something circular. It might be your curved corner clipper, but if you don't have that to hand because you left it in Cornwall, then use something like a magnetic bowl or a cup or something like that. Just curve off that edge. Look at me, Gemma, actually remembering how to make the stuff that I designed.
Well done, you.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Not to give myself lots of praise, but well done, me. It's always a joy and a delight.
Vicky's asking if the cork in this kit is similar to the cork from, you know, the Small But Mighty that we did. The Portuguese-inspired kit pouch.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit similar, but not without the pattern. It's just plain.
The Small But Mighty was a good one, actually.
That
That's
was
another
a good
make
one.
that you fancy having a go at. It's lovely.
Yeah, that was a good one. So then we're going to pop. So this is your first one. This is A. And again, we're lining it up on this line, B, and then the next one, there, C.
Tash,
Okay.
we have Sue saying, did you say which the interfacing was? It's the HN105, which is the medium firm, standard heavy firm.
Yeah, it is the standard heavy firm. And I've done that simply because I'm just pressing that on. It'll start to come into view in a minute. Move all of that across to there, and then I can move my pressing mat across. Yeah, I've done that so that it's not too bulky, but if you want it as a clutch or something like that, you know, if you want to make it more robust and have it as a clutch, then pop some H640 in instead. Do that. That's absolutely fine. So I'm just going to make sure that, and I've left like a millimetre, if that, just there so that you can fold it. But this line here is just giving you that baseline so that everything lines up beautifully, Gemma, beautifully.
Excellent.
And on it goes. There we go. And then I just have to fold that over a little bit, shuffle that along. Pop this one on. This is why I said you might want a slightly longer line, but I think there's enough of a line there that you can see that all of the bottoms of those are all going to line up, and that's a good thing. This is a good thing, Gemma.
It is.
Now, in the week we had a question about, I just need to see if I've got my metal clasps here. If I have, then that's great. I can demo putting in another metal clasp. Someone said they bought the one that wasn't pink, the metal snaps, and they didn't know how to use those in exactly the same way as the pink. It's just the pink is slightly more complex in that you have to find the right size to start off with, but you put them in exactly the same way. That demo stands. Really does stand. And I know they didn't come with instructions, but none of them do. Like you look at the hemline plastic cam snap, none of them come with instructions.
They don't.
You might have to
matchy
actually,
bits, don't
yeah, we might have to just like make some for you, or just watch the demos.
Yeah,
that's the best way.
Because they are there.
So once you've got all of these adhered on, then open out your lining fabric. So the last piece just went directly underneath your initial one. And again, just leaving a tiny, tiny gap if you want. They can butt up right against it, that's fine. But I tend to leave a little bit of a gap. And then just give this a quick press.
Can I give a public service announcement?
Go on.
That enormous, fabulous, stupend wondrousness behind you.
What?
Sold out.
What? No way. What about the smaller panel?
I will check.
Really?
We have more of the smaller than we do of the larger.
Well,
so
yeah, because it's smaller,
yes,
so there are more units
more
of it.
on the mould.
So if you wanted to do a slightly smaller one, there is something underneath this pressing mat. It's driving me a little bit mad. I think it's a bit. Oh, it's a bit of a zip. That's what it is. I keep going. It's making a hole in my fabric. I'm just getting the creases out because it's been folded. Well done to everyone that got that then. That's rather fabulous. And if you want to go for, I love your idea, Gemma, of having some of the cushions just plain and some with that. That would be absolutely stunning. Wouldn't it brighten up a bedroom? Yeah.
Although you could have great fun as well using the smaller print and that fabric and sashing and making a gorgeous quilt.
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, if you sashed it,
you could have great
beautiful,
fun with that.
Beautiful. Now,
that'll be what Jane has to do.
Yeah.
Being a big fan of small one.
Oh no.
Unless any of you bought yours for Jane.
Oh well, I mean, she'd love that too. She'd be really delighted.
Absolutely delighted, I'm sure.
Delighted.
Yeah.
Right, so we are right sides together now with our fabric, and I'm just going to pin actually on. Here we go. Oh, come on! It's doing that thing, Gemma, where it doesn't want to. There we go.
Well, I can drive it.
So we're right sides together, and we're going to pin. I can't tell you how simple this make is. It's deliciously simple and quick actually once you get everything cut. I always forget how quick these makes are because I have to write the instructions at the same time and take photos.
So that's a long process.
So it's always much longer, and then I come to actually demo it and I'm like, oh, well, that didn't take as long, did it? Really doesn't. But yeah, just pop your little pins in. And like I say, you will have plenty of fabric left to do other things with, but you just need that. It's more than a fat quarter width, which is why we gave you 1/2 meters. But again, look at your 1/2 meter heaven stash. Look at what you've got in there. And have a bit of fun. Aren't you saying, Gemma? We are here for a fun time, not a long time. Yep. So So I am just going to quickly, roughly cut round here, so I'm not going in with lots and lots and lots of bulk. You can do this really carefully if you want. We will come back and carefully do it, but just to give you an idea that from this make already, look how much we've got left.
Oh,
that's a big, yeah.
Nice.
I am tempted to do to do some different dimensions and do like a little matching card holder to go with. I might have to do that. And again, you've got a big chunk that you can use here. So what I'm going to mark on here is down here, and I'm going to leave myself a decent turning through gap. Okay, marked on, and then I'm going to sew round the edge. I'm not leaving a seam allowance, I'm not adding a seam allowance. I'm sewing actually on the edge of my interfacing. Okay, here we go. Here goes, Gemma. Here goes nothing. And that's why you want to pin this. I'm going to bring my foot closer. All the treats today, Gemma.
All the treats in all the world.
Oh, that Supen fabric is beautiful, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
And we do, yeah. I forgot when I bought Supen fabric that, of course, you wouldn't just do it to normal half metre so that I could half metre heaven it.
No.
No.
It's like big old bits.
So this is straight line sewing, Gemma, and if it's just straight line sewing, what does that mean? It is accessible to what level, do we think?
Everyone.
Everybody. Which is what we like.
We do.
I can't believe that Supen has sold out already.
I know.
That's ridiculous. Do you know what would look really nice, Gem, with what you've got left over as well? You know those little, you know the pouches, the Star Class pouches? I made one out of K Factory and Create and Craft the other day, which was rather lovely. My leftover scrappy bits of K, beautiful. But could you imagine having a little gold, because it would pick up the gold metallic on the fabric.
Oh, beautiful.
If you're wondering what ones I'm talking about, was those clasps.
Where's the little star clasp?
We've still got a few of those, haven't we? Just a handful.
Look.
But they would look, that metallic, that gold metallic would look absolutely stunning, and you would have plenty left over to make one of those. So this is it. It's the kit that just keeps on giving. And round the corner we go. You can go nice and slowly around here. If you need to, then lift your foot and readjust, or just go slowly. There's no race, apparently. So I am told. And take my pins out as I go. Gemma's quiet. This means she's concentrating and doing something.
Yeah, I'm eyeing up the
You're the Supen, aren't you? Yeah.
Because I'm thinking my 3 fat quarter scarf.
Ooh.
Your ombre, that watercolour territory.
Well, you wouldn't need.
That's effectively 2 fat quarters, and then
yeah,
you've got the Supen. If you've got your 60cm increment, you could chop a fat quarter out of that and still have a 60 by half width of fabric.
Oh, come on.
For your stash, and you can make the most fabulous looking scarf in the whole wide world.
Wouldn't that be incredible?
I would feel proper fancy in that. So yeah, that's where my brain's going. Sorry, I know.
That's all right. I know when you go quiet, I'm like, Gemma's
the next item
coming
I might
up
wear.
with something, not actually working, just planning what you're going to sew next.
Yeah.
That's fine.
My brain's clunking away. I'm like, ooh.
I think we all understand that. But that's the thing with the ombre, is that we had that beautiful Lewis and Irene ombre on the other day, the Northern Lights, which is one of my favourites. And do you know, it is expensive as a fabric. I can't lie to you on that. but the colours and the techniques that have to go into creating an ombre, it's not a normal fabric.
No.
It's just not.
And
but you've got
the most beautiful use of it though, don't we? I mean, there's actually, do you know, SJ did a Friday deal with the Sally Tomato wristlet. So like the kitchen just showed.
With those, yes.
But with the Northern Lights and the pewter PU. Now,
oh, they looked gorgeous. Did they sell out?
Well, we had a little rejuggle of stock, and I have managed to free up a little bit more.
Right.
So I will tag those into today as well, because they are off the scale stunning.
Oh, we did it with the black hardware as well.
Yes,
yeah, it was. Yeah, that was a Friday deal. If you don't look at your Friday deals, guys, you are missing out, by the way.
Sure.
Right, so we can take all those pins out. We've sewn on the edge all the way round. There we go. Which then means that you can cut a seam allowance. Now this is where, if you've got a creative grid, you know, you might want to just go in with your 1/4 of an inch. You can cut it by hand with a pair of scissors. It's entirely up to you. It's whatever pleases you. Is what I would say. If you're cutting to the side, I always take my body to the side if I'm cutting to the side.
Jane was talking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
She winces a lot when she sees people cut, because, you know.
Well, the cutting is the thing.
It's a scary thing sometimes.
It is, but if I'm cutting, hang on, I'll show you as I do it. If I'm not going to rearrange my fabric, then I will step to the side so that I am always cutting away. Cutting away.
We were saying on that there lovely sewing bee, which we love.
Oh gosh,
When
that makes me
cutting
cringe.
round patterns with no ruler and a rotary cutter, just wiggly, 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 wiggly. And then Jane was saying, and you see them later on, and they've got like plasters.
Yeah.
Think, have
How did that
they had a
happen?
moment with the iron or the rotary cutter?
Because they are dangerous with both.
Well, they're working so fast as well, you know.
Well, that's why you need to keep those standards up. And the thing is that it feels very strange to me to not. Now, I'm just going to show you different ways in which you can cut this. It sounds like teaching grandmother to cut eggs, but to eat eggs. She might be eating them, sucking them, doing whatever. I'm just going to go round that corner, round that curved corner.
Where does that saying come from?
I have no idea.
I don't want to see anyone's granny sucking
I don't want to see eggs doing anything, thanks.
See that.
So on the cornery bits that go in, what I'd say is just take away as much bulk as you can. On the edges that go out, here we go, look. Why don't I just cut it here by hand and then you can see what I mean. So we're going to cut diagonally across. It's called mitering. Just takes the bulk out, and then as I come up here, I'm going to cut into that corner, taking that bulk away. There we are. And you can cut it smaller than 1/4 of an inch, whatever you like. Just try and be a bit consistent, because obviously it's going to give you a little ridge. So if you want to cut it with your rotary cutter and then just come in and snip into those corners there, then do. And again, look at all of that extra fabric you've got there.
Love it.
Yeah.
peeing all over the shop.
Well, you would be, wouldn't you?
Yes.
And then your pinking shears around there. There we go. So again, on these corners, I'm just going to take that bulk off. And if there's any more bulk to take out of these, then I will do that. Don't cut into your stitching. Just be really careful to not do that. That's why, you know, it's important to use your sharp scissors. Sharp end scissors. There we go. Right, so what we do now is go in. Please go to the furthest edge first. and pull that through. You are going to want some sort of pokey device. It will be your friend.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I like my turning tool. My turning tool pair, and the wooden
fabulous.
thing that comes in there.
Yep.
That is your friend.
It really is. It really is.
The prim one. You got me to buy one of those years ago because turning through like the little tilde arms and legs.
Oh yeah, that was where we first found them for.
Yeah.
We were like, yes,
So annoying.
that's a game changer.
Yes.
We haven't made Tilda toys for ages.
No, I love all that as well.
I found the monkeys that I'd made the
Oh.
other day for Ems. They'd been up here as samples for so long. I was like, no. No. They actually need to be in her bedroom and being swung around and played with properly.
Yeah.
So she's got her duck door stopper, well, the goose door stopper.
Margot has an elephant, doesn't she?
Hmm?
Margot had an elephant.
Yeah, my Great Dane had an elephant. She loved
She just
that.
carried it everywhere.
She was so gentle with toys that she could. So I'm going in and I'm easing out those corners. And you do want to get as crisp a corner as you can. And then give that a good old press.
Becky said to us earlier, Tash, good morning ladies, and thank you for
Morning.
the extra wide yesterday. Julie ordered and can't wait to use it for kimonos. So if anyone else has seen that comment, what's that about?
Kimonos.
Yeah. Now, the extra wide Kaffe backing fabrics, the super wide 108 inch, so the 247 centimetres. Tash, these are not just for quilting.
No, they're
At
not.
all.
And they are satin. They're sort of,
They're a cotton sateen.
they are a cotton
Beautiful.
sateen. So they have an incredible finish on them. I'll just talk to you while I'm
And the
on.
drape's lovely.
You've made like a
I
day.
made a wafty coat.
You did make a wafty
Yeah.
coat, which was fabulous out of them. I've made trousers out
Yep.
of mine. In fact, I interviewed Kaffe in the trousers. You know, the big blooms
Yes,
ones?
the big blooms.
Yeah. And they were laughing at me because I saw him one day. I'm like, I'm going to make some trousers to interview in tomorrow. And I did,
Yeah.
with a massive great pet, because he's 6'4", which is fabulous for me
Yes.
because I'm tall as well.
Big old bird.
So I could wear my great big pink heels
With your full-blown trousers.
with my full blown, full bloom
Yeah.
trousers. It was just brilliant.
Yeah.
And so I do, you know, you could make them into pyjamas, you can make them into maxi
I
dresses.
was going to say, next
really
on my
want,
list is a maxi dress, yes. But kimono, some of these are perfect.
what a
for that.
great idea.
So I did launch those yesterday. Tash does know now, everybody, but I did pop a £1 per half metre. So that's £2 a metre off onto those
Soon
as
adds
an
up.
introductory.
It soon adds up. Now you've
Yeah.
got to bear in mind how much fabric you are getting with those, because the 108's are 275-ish
274,
centimetres.
yeah.
Is it? Yeah, 74, 75 centimetres wide. It's vast. That is a lot of fabric. A lot of fabric. So if you're backing a quilt, and these came about because Kaffe truly believes that the back of a quilt should be as spectacular as the front, because the first thing that you do if you get into a bed with a quilt on is fold it back. So you're going to see the back of it. Now, if it's just
Exactly.
going to be a wall hanging, please don't put expensive backings on a wall hanging.
No.
But if it's going to be something that is going to be seen and is going
Yeah.
to be fabulous when it's folded back,
Yeah.
then yeah, take that.
Or if it's going to be a quilt that you're going to lay against your skin, you want that lovely
Yes, you
cotton
do.
sateen on the back
Because it feels
divine.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
It really does.
And also I fold mine up with the backing facing upwards on my quilts so that they don't sort of fade unevenly and all
Yeah,
of that. Because
yeah,
if the
all of
backing
that.
fades, it's not as bad, although, you know.
Right.
But then when you unfold it and flap it out as well, and that
You want that wow.
reveal the top, then
Yeah.
everyone goes, oh, wow, because I've only seen the backing folded up.
I am using the edge. Can you see here? I've got the edge of my interfacing there. I'm using that as a guide for pressing under my turning through gap. Because we sewed along there, so that's perfectly fine to then press against there. And then
Emma's very wisely noted. She said, I think you need to order a high quantity of Sufan fabric in the future.
right, yes.
And she always flies out for us.
It's one
and
of those
rare that
things.
she brings something
Yeah, it is rare, and yeah, I didn't know. I just didn't know. So what I'm going to do is just stitch across where we've done that, where we've pressed under that turning through gap, I'm just going to sew top stitch along that top bit there.
Lisa Taylor says, good morning. I've missed the live for a few weeks. How dare my life get in the way? Tut tut.
Rude.
She said, your make looks really cute today. I'll buy the download pattern and get this started straight
Yay,
away. And
do
the
it.
Downloads are perfect for that.
Yes, of course they are.
Vicky's also said, I'm confused as usual. Why is your interfacing on the right side of your fabric? Is there going to be a very clever and ingenious ta-da turning through moment that I can't picture right now?
It was on the wrong side, darling. It was on the wrong side.
It's just Lisa and it looks stunning on the
Yeah, I
back.
know. that was the wrong side of my fabric. That is the wrong side. That is the right side.
This is the thing with Lisa fabrics.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous.
Now, we then fold that one over. Give it a press.
Lots of people are saying, did you put the interfacing on the incorrect side of the fabric? I'm wondering why she's done that as well. I just looked that way into the camera, but no, look, it's all fine. She's not gone mad, not on this particular occasion. Although, you know,
Give it a little press.
thanks for looking out for her.
Thank you for your care and concern.
And Syl would like to know, she said, inquiring minds needs to know how Grandma cuts eggs.
I don't know how she
No.
cuts
I'll
eggs.
take some eggs to her grandma and see
She
how she cuts them.
my grandma has she cooked them for my children, fresh out the chicken's bottom. I'm not on chicken watch anymore.
Yeah.
That's finished. Mum and Dad are back, so I'm not on chicken watch. Crikey.
Responsibility, isn't
I know,
it?
right?
We have to look after 2 children and
Chickens.
many animals, but suddenly the chickens, that's a bit too far.
Right. What we are going to do now, you can pin these edges, you can do them however you like, but that this is what I mean when I say it's a quick make. It's a really quick make. Really quick make.
Tash, do you know the Crave Block of the Month quilt that you designed for Create and Craft?
Yes.
Do you know what amount of 108 would be needed to back that?
It's 75 inches square.
Okay.
So
you're going to need 1.5 meters.
Yeah.
Grab yourself 1.5 meters and you can have loads of fabulous off
You will have, you'll have loads of beautiful off cuts. You'll be able to do
projects and pouches and
you'll be able to do a couple of quilts with that then.
Well, you can do these.
So yeah, absolutely, you could do loads of these. So I'm going to stitch down all the way around, top stitching all the way around, and that's the base of it done. And then we just have to insert the tab, and it's finished. You know, when I say that I want to bring you something quick, simple, and easy, I feel I have, delivered on my own remit. And it was my own remit because, you want to use a walking foot. Now you know that I am on the Mini Beast here. So with the Mini Beast, I know that it'll go through all the layers in all the world. She does have a walking foot. Very, very rarely use it. But if you are working on a machine that
it's not a semi-industrial.
Yeah, just go slow and steady and use a walking foot if you want, because you are going through layers as you come down. And I'm just top stitching gently around those corners.
Natasha, we do call this one a Mini Beast because it is just stoical. It only does a straight stitch, but it does powers through, doesn't
incredibly well.
So it's the TL220, no, hang on, 2200, so 2200 QVP Mini Industrial Sewing Machine.
Well, yeah,
and this
but it's a bit of a mouthful, so I just call it the Mini Beast.
We just call it the Mini Beast. But it is an absolute Trojan, isn't it? Just plods on through. Look at that make.
Super quick, right?
Gorgeous.
But with really luxury fabrics. And that is the beauty of it. Now, you can, of course, fold this over any way you wish. I've generally tended to leave like 1.5 inches and then fold it over. And done it that way. If you've got something that's going to go in, that's going to go bigger, or if you want it smaller and you want it down there like a full-on clutch, then you can. But I tend to leave sort of 1.5 inches. But yeah, if you wanted it like a clutch, then I did design it size-wise so that it would fold over on itself pretty much completely should you wish.
Amazing.
All right. But for me, I want to leave that little bit of extra there.
Perfect.
You can put it down a little bit if you want. It's up to you. You can adjust this to where you want it to be. All I would say is just take your ruler and just line it up where you want, whether that be that you put it under there to line up or however you want it to be. So they can all be a little bit different in size. It's up to you. This is the bit that kind of is down to you.
Bit, isn't it?
Yeah. And then you're just going to put your clasp in. So what I did was measure it, find your center point, and I'm going to go up probably just like 1/2 inch or so from the base. Now 1/2 of 9 is 4.5, but then I've got a little bit extra, so I'm going to go to there.
There's a lot of people saying this is a very capital letters clever pattern.
Isn't it? Isn't
3
it?
automatic pockets. This is blowing people's minds.
Right.
Yes. Maud is saying, help please, I can't find the kit online. Maud, there is a pinned post that you can click onto, or you can go to natashamakes.com, go to the Textile Tuesday page or the Watch Live page, click view all on the products, or it will only show you a little skiddly diddly bit.
Right.
And you'll scroll down and see them there. It's the pocketed clutch.
When you have marked where you're going to put the top thing in, flip it away, keep your ruler in place, and then mark where the bottom one is going to go. And then we're all good. Okay. Let's see what I have done with. This is going to be the fun bit, Gem. What did I do with? Did I take, I was going to, and then I can't remember if I actually did. Oh, what have I done with it all?
I don't know.
My clasps. What have I done with all my clasps? I went to take them back, and I can't remember if I did.
Oh.
So you would insert a cam snap or a metal clasp or whatever
The beauty
of your choice.
Look at Natasha with her lovely box of goodies.
I know, but
method.
This was meant to.
Is it your matching bag of goodies?
Huh?
Is it your matching bag of goodies? The joy that is.
No, but you know what? There's my glasses case.
Excellent, good.
Which is great. That can go there. No, because I had a little tidy up and I took some stuff out. Oh, look, there's my template for the face wipes. Good. What was that? Oh, gosh. Oh, I've got all the stuff going on in here, but not the bit that I want. Well, you would just put your clasp in as you would put your clasp in. And if I can find any blinking clasps, then I would do it. It is a quick, easy make. And if you've got the clasps to hand, even better. I normally at least have plastic ones. Bear with me, everybody, whilst I have a little rummage around.
Well, I've got quite a few little comments and questions, Tash.
Go on then, ask away.
Those. So,
Cynthia
was saying who made the panel behind Natasha. It was the wonderful Sue Penn. She said, because I sew, my friends asked me to make a card holder, so I would like that demoed, please. You did a card holder.
I did a card holder out of, it was with the velvet. That was the one that we did. But yeah,
We've also had a request on Facebook with a lady saying, can we get some fabric that has that RFID code that basically it protects the card from being cloned.
Oh!
If we can source it, we'll try, and Natasha will
Do you know what? That would be a case of, that's an interesting one actually, because that would be a case of probably getting some to put in between.
Yes, like
as a protective layer. What have I done with all the clasps in all the world? Surely they are not all in Cornwall. I'm so sorry guys, but you would put your clasps in.
Your snap of choice.
Your snap o choice.
Yeah.
Would go in top and bottom there, and that's it. It's then done. It's then done, and it would look like that.
Oh, Beautiful.
There you go. There you go.
Now Pat's with us as well. On
Hi,
YouTube,
Pat.
she says, what a really clever idea for the construction of the clutch. I couldn't resist yesterday's creative grids and I bought the circle for the Savvy Circle Cutter.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
She said, I'm not sure what I needed to do with it. Have we got any demos to inspire? We will have done a show on that. I think it was a really long time ago. But
Savvy
also,
Circle Cutter.
We'll have a look. We'll see if we can find it for you. But also bear in mind that every creative grid comes with a QR code.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you
you're
will
never
find
left with no ideas, and it comes with instructions too.
And if you just go onto YouTube and type in the name of it, their own videos on how to use their own products will always come up as well as ours. That's going to annoy me.
You can search those, but also, yeah, if you just scan the QR, it takes you straight to the demo of it, which is great. Rachel Morris McGee says,
Hi, Rachel.
But I've managed to join you this morning for the first time in a way.
She's been moving house.
So it's nice to see you.
Don't think I haven't noticed you moving house everywhere. I'm going to go with, look, I found these. I'm going to go with a slightly creamy one. I don't know if you can even see that against the fabric, can you?
Oh, amazing.
I could go in with a sort of a goldy coloured one. I haven't got the right green in here, but at least I've found some snaps now. And this is, putting in a snap is always going to be the same, whether it's a metal one or not. You want a bit that's going to poke up and a bit that pokes into it, that pokes down, and you want two snappy bits that are going to poke into it there, okay. And then you just have, so whether this is your metal snaps or any of it, doesn't matter, it's all good, the same process applies. Now if you're using a metal one, you might want to create that hole and cut that hole because these are larger. With these I can get away with just using a pokey tool, just to make enough of a hole just to insert that end of the snap. And then I tend to put the bit that sticks up on the top, because you sort of then can push it in, and then cradle on the smooth side, cradles the end, and then just squeeze, and that's that clasp inserted. And then we did the bottom hole there, so again they're like that. This time your button goes on the underside there, and again cradle that button in the base of that. Oops, helps if you actually get it aligned, and in it goes, and there is your snap. There we go.
Amazing.
Bye-bye, done. Done. Handy little gifts. But you can pop hand cream or anything you like in there. I think, yeah, documents when you're travelling, super easy as well. Anything like that. Your EPP stuff, whatever you fancy. We've got it in the 3 colours. It's going to work with your half metre heavens as well if it's a non-directional. I'd stick to non-directional. Yes. Just to make life easy.
And we do have the standard heavy firm interfacing by the metre as well. It's the HN105.
Yeah, but if you want it to be a clutch, like an actual clutch, then use some H640. Yeah. You're going to be good. So there we go, everybody. That is today's show. Tomorrow we are making the little pin cushion that either goes round your machine, or if you make it slightly smaller, round your wrist. So we'll be demoing that. And I've got another idea for another little snippet to add in there. Jim's like, oh no, not another idea. Yeah. So we will see you here at 10 o'clock. Do check out your baskets. Yes. Like I say, this is the end of these fabric bolts, so that when they've gone, and the kits and everything else, and with the clasps, with the little fan bags, these ones, and yeah, just grab them while you can. Yeah, and the cork as well. Oh my goodness, have those been selling out? I know that we were limited stock on some.
Very limited stock,
yeah.
Aren't we? Yeah.
So they are worth grabbing, especially the one with the blossomy one.
Red.
Yeah, the red.
Ivory. Summer Palace floral ivory.
Is that nearly gone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay. Well done if you managed to get those. Thank you for joining us. If you wanted to get the grid from yesterday's show, we have a handful left of those, and then they're gone. It's all gone. everywhere. But do join us tomorrow, where we will have more handy hints and tips and goodies, and half meter heavens to show you ready for Thursday. So take care, lots of love. Bye-bye.
Bye.